です。
現在
トップ。もう絶対80点台いってる。
さあ現在トップいただきました。
むちゃくちゃいい。
角度がすごかったですね。
むちゃくちゃいい。むちゃくちゃいい。かっこよい。音もめちゃくちゃかっこいいしね。
なんか上が回ってる感じの。
これエンジン何これ。
これRB ですか。
リズム&ブルース。
Alrighty, it's all freaking good. But I just got word on my winter's diff that I got James at Race Services at Ebisu to take care of. He was just going to put a spool in it. Pulled it apart, seen it was 31 spline drive, ordered the 31 spline spool, went to fit it, found the spline, the stubs were all they're twisted, cracked, and ready to snap. I'll put a picture in here. So now I have a 31 spline spool for sale if anyone wants one. And I've had to order a 35 spline spool with new stub axles, obviously to upgrade it. That's just cost me 10 months worth of YouTube revenue. Holy crap. Anyway, that's life. At least it happened now and not at an event. So that's getting sorted. Big thanks to obviously James for getting onto it and making that all happen. He found some stock in Japan, so he's going to order it, get it all there, and I just freaking pay the bill. Anyway, I'm just setting up some boxes, racework stuff. I've got a couple extra filters and fittings, so it's always good to have the spares ready to rock. So I'm just doing that now, letting the engine cool down again, and then I'll do another heat cycle, and then I'll torque the head down, which means taking everything off, cams out, so I can get access to it. Do that, and then I'll get back into the rear end of this car, because the diff, it won't be too much longer. Once James gets everything, he'll smash it out. So I might get that back in a couple of days, and then I'll put all this back together, the rear arms. I just checked everything out, make sure it's all good after the hit. And I need to do some panel beating here, it looks disgusting. But I think I'm gonna order some new rear fenders, like fiberglass ones, a boot, and just get rid of the entire rear end. Cut all this freaking heavy weight out because there's a lot of layers, and just fiberglass it. So like that's obviously going to happen at the end of the year, not now, and that's pending if there's any money left. Who am I kidding? But the list is getting smaller, guys. There's not a heap of things to do. One thing I did notice on the rear was after the impact with Daigo, I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's on the piss, quite heavy. So I'll get some new studs and put it in that spacer. And yes, I have 2 spacers. So I'm running a freaking 11-inch rim with 285, and I still need 2 spacers just to fill the Liberty Walk kit. That's why the rear track is wider than the front. The opposite to what you want in drifting, but hey, at least it looks cool. Anyway, back to organising, doing a few extra little things here and there. Fun. I don't know if I showed this, but these were the O-rings out of my damper. Look at that, cactus. So I got new ATI O-ring for the dampers. I had a spare one as well, so they're both freaking toast.
The next day.
Okay, so you guys obviously seen this thing running. Now that I've done a couple of heat cycles in it, everything's all good. Now that all the water lines and everything is okay and on the right way. No leaks, everything's done up. I let it sit for a day, just let it cool down, like fully, obviously. And we're gonna strip the head off now, or like everything off the head, covers, cams, so all the timing gear on the front, just so I can get to the head studs and re-torque them. So I'm gonna do that today, and piece it all back together. Then Cheers asked me to get this to the track and just do some light boosting, like nothing crazy, just to help run the engine in. Just do some light boosting around the track for a couple of hours, or on and off for like an hour, and then then he'll book some flights, come over, and we'll hopefully book a dyno that will suit our days. And we'll get straight onto the dyno. So not much exciting things happening here, guys. So I'm just gonna do this today, tick along, strip it all down. Big thanks to James again, because I cannot find one of these 12-point freaking 916 socket, even on Amazon. Can't find anything. I mean, you can buy a whole snap-on socket set for like $600, but I'm not doing that for one freaking socket. And mind you, it doesn't even say that they're 12-point on there, and you can't like look at the details properly. But anyway, I'm gonna get into this, get this done, and then hopefully by the time I've done this, James will have finished my diff, because that was obviously another saga. And when that rocks up, I'll show you. And then yeah, are gonna send over some new arms for the rear, but I'm just gonna put all this blue stuff back in, just get it all running. Things are slowly happening. I'm gonna get busy. It's gonna be a tedious, like mind-numbing job that I'm gonna freak out all day about, because I hate touching timing of a freaking engine. All these things, they freak me the shit out, especially when I can't see the bottom. So I'm probably just gonna pull the balancer off everything so I can see down there, but. Right, see yous. All this, just so I can talk the freaking head studs, eh? Yeah, it's a good thing I pulled all this off anyway, because I found like some oil getting into the timing belt somewhere. I can't figure out where, but yeah, while I've got all this off, I'll figure it out. And with the RB30, I don't know if you have to, but when I got the engine from Horsepower Junkies, like the bottom end, they had 2 adjustables on there instead of like one fixed and one adjustable. And then I didn't know if they were going to send me a timing belt kit, so I bought one from Aussie, and that come with 2 adjustables as well. So it kind of makes sense because you got a fair bit of slop on both sides, and you can adjust both sides to suit. As long as everything's all lined up, it's all good. But I just noticed a lot of black schmut here, and I don't know why.
A few moments later.
Oh, you wouldn't bloody read about it, would you? Head's got to come off again. So it turns out sustained quite a bit of damage from obviously swarf getting stuck after I got the head studs done here in Japan. Obviously communication breakdown. There's a massive barrier there because they don't speak English. But long story short, when you do head studs, you're supposed to drill these out. I didn't know that. And obviously clean all the swarf out, because the oil feeds through the head stud and then across to the other side. So this side was all sweet. Half of this side was sweet, but obviously the oil coming up number 3 had swarf, and swarf's obviously got stuck in this little hole here. This little tiny. I don't know if I'm going to be able to repair this. It looks minor to me. The cap looks minor. Like I'm feeling we could just literally sandpaper it down a bit. It'll be sweet, but I'm not no expert in that area. So we'll take it back to the machine shop. Oh my God, this is killing me. Yep, time, money, and everything I don't have. Anyway, let's just get it freaking done. For sure no one's going to believe this, so I'm going to film it. The head's completely undone, and I can't take it off because of the fire ring setup. So I'm literally going to chain it and pull the fucking thing off, because there's no other way of doing it. Not on my own anyway. I'm not going to leave a bar and all that crap, so I'm just going to pull it with the freaking engine crane. These firings, no freaking joke, Jesus. That's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I put the covers on. Oh my God, look how much it's bending these fucking, Jesus. I can put the covers on. I don't care if I damage them, but the car is literally off the jack stands. It's not even sitting on the jack stands, and the head is not coming off. This is ridiculous. How are you supposed to get these off? And no, there's no studs, there's no little bolts. They're all out. The back ones are out, don't worry. Holy crap. I need to figure out a different way of pulling this off. Head's off. Oh, my phone is full of oil. Tomorrow I'm going straight to the machine shop. I've done some Google Translate with him tonight. God, I can't even talk properly. And he said, meet me there 9 a.m. We'll clean the cleaning. So I think I know what the problem is. And it's because it wasn't cleaned out properly. So errors on my behalf. Because I should have triple checked with Chia on exactly what happens with these when you drill them out. So anyway, when you drill the 1/2-inch head studs out. Because clearly I've never owned a 1/2-inch head stud RB before. Idiot. All right, I'll keep you updated. Obviously after I give this a...
The next day.
I don't even know where to start, but long story short, as always, we're back on track. And a huge thanks to my new mate, Koji, who owns a machine shop here. He literally let me use his workshop and get all this sorted. He taught me every step of the way on how to fix this, and every 2 seconds. He's like, easy job, easy job. So yeah, long story short, we've filled all the down sides of the cam cap gallery. You can see it's a darker material. He wouldn't let me take a picture of it, but it's it's what you coat your piston skirts with, maybe. That's what it looked like anyway. But he's like, we had to heat it in there, and he said if your head gets to the temperature where that melts, the alley's going to melt anyway. So yeah, he said it's going to be fine. It's going to be perfectly fine. Most of the cap is still factory. He just had to bring a tiny bit up on the outside. So yeah, we're back on track. It wasn't that expensive because I was basically just hiring his shop and, every now and then using his help. So he helped me out with price, and yeah, we're freaking back on track. I needed it so bad too. It's like, this is so testing. It's insane. Like mentally, it's freaking destroying me. Everything's all cleaned up now. Everything's in check. I'm going to put the buckets in, make sure they're all free, and they will be. I've cleaned up the copper gasket, so that's all mint now, thanks to Koji. Let me use his parts cleaner. All the head studs are all clean, ready to get lubed up with the last bit of lube I have. So we should be good there. And I'm going to try and put the head on the engine in the car on my own. So it's going to be interesting because the firewall is very close. But I'll be right. I'll make it work. The worst thing about this job is this freaking gasket needs to get covered both sides with silicone. It's like a special silicone that Horsepower Junkies gave me, and you have to be quick. It's freaking cooking in here, and you've got, I'm going to say 20 minutes before it sets. And I know that sounds like a long time, but when you're sitting there trying to make sure you're not putting too much on and too little, and dabbing it, and trying to get everything in, and freaking, it's insane. So last time I freaked out. I was missing a head stud washer and losing my shit. I was screaming. Boogie thought I was going mental, more than normal. And so today everything's planned out a little bit better. It's all laid out. Everything's accounted for. So I can just get it done and just get this freaking thing back running again, because it's not going to be able to run today. I have to wait 24 hours before I can torque it down completely, and then I'll get it running tomorrow. But I can piece everything back together, exhaust inlet, all that stuff, to get it running. Sorry, I'm freaking tired. So yeah, let's go. I've just been using the Lucas Oil assembly lube. Bought this off Amazon, super cheap. And I'm making sure everything's lubed up to the freaking hills. Oh, and yeah, these ports here have been drilled, grub screwed, and everything's been cleaned out. So that was the culprit. A bit of swarf got in here. And that was because the oil runs up gallery, head stud 3 and 5. But on the block, we've obviously only got a restrictor in the front, and the back one's blocked off, so everything runs through the front here. So it comes up, you can see the hole, it goes across into this side, and then it goes up into the galleries, feeds the buckets, feeds these little holes here. And unfortunately, one tiny little bit of swarf got in that one, stopped it getting oil. And thankfully, I was only idling and I only did a warm up. So there's not that much damage. And I caught it when I freaking went to go do the head studs, like to retorque them. So hadn't made a noise, nothing. But had of this kept going, it would have seized up enough for it to stop the cam, snap it, lost whole engine. So it's a blessing it's happened. Sucks, but it's the best outcome. You know, if there wasn't swarf in there. So, but now we're sweet. We're going to be good. Everything's going to be good. I'm going to go to the track and just do some light throttle work, get the thing frickin' ready so Chia can fly here and tune this sucker. All right, we're probably just going to cut to me turning this thing back on again because I'm exhausted and I don't want to film. Sorry, guys. We'll cut to it.
A few moments later.
We're back together. There was a lot of things that frickin' took way too long for my liking. One that just rattled me for the last hour is the dry sump belt. Like, all of a sudden, it's now frickin' tight. Nothing's changed. Like, nothing. I loosened the dry sump bracket, loosened the power steering completely. You can see there's nothing left in it. Like, how did that get tight? I didn't touch any of this crap. But, like, it's loose enough to fire it up, but I've got to figure out another way of making it even looser, because you should be able to easily just rip this straight off and put it back on. It should not be, like, tight at all. There should be, like, a little bit of, well, there's a fair bit of slack there, whatever. Anyway, I think I'm going to fire it up now, check oil pressure. I've been turning the oil pump, like, every friggin' 2 minutes, just freaking out. Anyway, yep, let's fire this thing up. Oil pressure. Look who rocked up just in time. This guy. Well, now that I got it all warmed up and seems all freaking good so far, I get to strip it all down again. That's right. So everything's going to come off and I've got to retorque the head studs again, because obviously I've done a new seal on the head gasket. So yeah, it's just easy. The whole front end comes off. Take all the top off, cams out, take everything off the front so I can make sure all the timing's all good still. Yeah, another day's work. Yay. It's very time consuming, but it'll all be good. So I'll do this. I'll obviously inspect the cam, cap, make sure that's all good. Fingers crossed it is. But yeah, it's like 15 minutes of run time, up to temp, oil up to temp, strip down, and then yeah, once I put it back together after this, straight to the dyno, or the track, and then dyno. So yeah, it's all looking good so far, but obviously I need it to cool down naturally, and then I'll strip it down. So I'm going to have some lunch. Okay, because I've done the first warm-up, stripped it back down again to retorque the head studs. So this is what you got to do. Absolute mission, because Cam's got to come out so he can get to the actual head studs. But the reason I stopped here and didn't continue is because I want to grab this cam cap together with you guys to see if the repair job's fixed it. You'll be able to tell in my face. Come on. Jeez, doesn't want to come off. That's a great start. Here we go. You ready? Didn't work. Okay, the last clip, you're obviously seeing that the fix did not fix it, so head's coming off. I don't know what my plan is yet, but I'm going to take it back to the machine shop, see what he thinks. I'm going to show him the cam. Maybe something's bent, maybe... Hopefully it's something simple, because I can't figure out what the actual problem is. But my fix in my head is I fly back to Aussie, rip the head off my S15 and just bring it back here, put that on, job done. Like, that's quickest, easiest, simplest, like, complete fix. Freaking expensive to do that, and it's a pain in the ass, but what other options do I have? No one in Japan can do the work that this head needs to get fixed. Getting a line bore done only can get done at NAPREC. 3-month back order, they will not cut the line at all. Yeah, so anyway, I really wanted to film this bit because a lot of people wouldn't freaking believe me if I told you. So this is how I have to get a firing head off a freaking block that has no bolts left in it at all. I did this before. I was filming because the car was in the freaking air, and then I turned the camera away and bam, it let go. So I'm going to capture it this time because it's freaking ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I've tried every option that people have offered me that have used these firing setups. Nothing works. The only way I can get this freaking head off is an engine crane. So let's watch. This is ridiculous. Come on. I don't want to get my head too close because the last time it freaking bounced like crazy. Fire rings and shit went everywhere. Look. Fucking one down here. Oh my god.
The next day.
Righto, so spent the morning at the machine shop and we went over the head to try and figure out why this has happened, and it's ground the front out. So when he decked this head, he took out more from the front and the back than he did the middle because he said the thing was bowed. Whether that's true or not, probably not. Wasn't leaking, didn't have a head gasket issue, but I was thinking in my head, the old block was cooked, cracked, overheated like crazy. Maybe the head did change. So I'm like, skim it, mate. I need it flat for obviously the new motor. And I had time at the time. So when he did that, he sent me the measurements and said, you know, quite a lot come off both ends, not so much the middle. It's like 0.02 mil, I don't know. It was next to nothing in my head. The engine builder, Horsepower Junkie, said, that seems like you took too much off. And I'm like, nah, it's all good. Everything looks sweet. Then obviously I had to get him to drill the 13 mil head stud holes. So he did that, and then the confusion kicked in. I asked him, did you clean it? And he, like, through the translator, whatever, he basically said, yeah, like, you can clean. But I thought he meant, yeah, he cleaned it. So he left it up to me. I took it to James, got everything put back in the head because I didn't have a valve tool at the time. And he's like, dude, there was a bit of swarf in it, but I cleaned it out. So James blew as much as he could out. But this wasn't done. There wasn't drilled and taps in the oil feeds because in number 5 here, that's where oil comes up. Number 5 and 3. Mainly number 3 because 5 is blocked off, but it travels down from 3 as well to 5 and then goes across, and also goes across in 3 here to feed all of these little holes you see here, right? Everything was all good, but obviously that front one. So it turns out they were all getting oil. But the problem is, this is mini Mount Fuji now. The heads, because he skimmed the bottom, it's bowed the cam tunnels. Inlet's not too bad, exhaust is real bad. So yeah, that's what happened. That's why it's been chewing the front out. The actual cam tunnel itself, we put it on the mill this morning. It basically goes like that. It's freaking, you know, that's extremely exaggerated, but that's what's happened. And I'm so freaking relieved and happy that I know the problem, because I was thinking in my head it could be so many other things. But that's what it is. It's a good thing. I mean, it sucks. And now the most ridiculous part of this whole plan. This is how you know I'm insanely addicted with this sport, whatever you want to call it, lifestyle. It's me. I'm like joint with it. So what I'm going to do now is I just booked a ticket back to Aussie for tomorrow. So I'm flying back and I'm going to rip the head off my S15 and bring that back to Japan, because this one's stuffed. I can't fix it. I can fix it in Australia, but I can't fix it here in Japan. I just want it fixed. So I spoke to Chia from Patron. I'm taking this back to Sydney. So my flight back to Adelaide is via Sydney. I'm going to stop at the airport, chuck us an Uber, send it to Patron, along with everything out of my dud engine. So I'm going to strip this down now, rip the crank, rods, pistons out, everything that's still good, because I've just organised another block. So another block's getting delivered to Patron. It's an old 26 block. One of my amazing followers, Clee, hit me up and said, this thing's been sitting in my shed for years, you can have it. So I paid for the shipping from his house to Patron, and he basically gave me a block. He said it was still virgin bore, so I'm hoping it is, because if it's not, I can't really use it. But he said it was, never been touched, so it's amazing. Thank you again, Clee. I appreciate it heaps. He is actually from LS Army Workshop, would you believe it or not? So he's a freaking good egg. Loves LS's, so he's a little bit, you know. So anyway, we're going to do that. I don't know why I'm so freaking excited. This is costing me an absolute freaking fortune. And I'm just like buzzing because I just want to get it all done and sorted. Like, yeah, no updates on my diff yet either. That's still cactus. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Let's get the engine running. So that's what's happened. That's the update. I'm going to strip this down, try and pack it into 3 suitcases because I bought an extra 2. I don't know how that's going to go. And I need to make sure there's no oil in it. And somehow I'll make sure that they don't stop me from taking this shit back to Australia. And then also trying to get back into Japan with a head. It's going to be near impossible, but I need to do it. So let's freaking go. If you didn't think I was dedicated before, you freaking damn well do now. All right, I got to get busy packing. Update. It's 3 suitcases, an RB engine inside. I'm scattered. It's the cheapest way to do it if you ever want to fly with Qantas and use credit card points. I highly recommend, but don't tell them how much weight you have in total. Just ask for more bags. Each bag is 23 kilos, but they can go up to 30 sneakily, and then it comes off your next bag, if that makes sense. So if you got one 30 kilo bag and say you got another extra bag, you can only go up to, for quick math, 14 kilos, because you got to take 7 off of the next 23 kilo bag to make the 30. I hope the math works. I'm probably going to put something here, but long story short, as long as you don't go over 30 kilos per bag, you'll be right. Just keep adding bags and do it in advance. So much cheaper. It was going to cost me $850 to take this back to Australia had I have done just the weight, but I ended up just saying, oh no, I've got 3 bags at 23 kilos each, and they're like, oh, it's only 150 or 160 bucks. So there you go. So yeah, I'm off to Tokyo, and yeah, I have no clothes. So I'm pretty sure I still got clothes back there. Couple of pair of undies and I'm good to go. But I'm sweating my friggin' ass off, so I'm gonna go to my house and have a quick shower and then go. So, oh, this is a massive mission. I'll explain everything in a minute. Eh? What the f? It's so hot in the frickin' tunnels of Tokyo. And the people with no aircon get a nice sprinkler. Holy shit. What is it? Yeah, 40 degrees. Jesus. So, I got to the airport, paid for extra luggage the day before, right? Get to the counter and there's no Qantas counter here. It's frickin' run by JAL, like Japan Airlines. And they're like, oh, you're 30 kilos over, or 35 kilos over. So that'll be equivalent to like 2,000 Australian dollars. I'm like, excuse me? I paid for extra luggage yesterday. They're like, oh, show us a receipt. Didn't get one. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but this, because I pay with a credit card, it doesn't get taken out instantly, and you can't look at your statement like instantly. It's, oh my god. So anyway, you can't call Qantas, you got no time, and they just leave you on hold anyway on purpose. They said, look, you either pay the fee or everything stays here. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and call Qantas tomorrow, but I don't have friggin' time for this shit. It's like they took, I think it was like $250 out of my account yesterday. Like, I know it's gonna transact and like it's done the transaction, but you can't look and say exactly where it's gone. It's just how American Express works. It's freaking crap. Anyway, it's another $2,000 hit. Oh my god. Anyway, flight time. It's the first one off to Sydney. See you guys. You're not going to believe where I am. Oh my god. My gorgeous Sonny. It's finally leaving tomorrow. So the raffle company that bought it are finally picking it up tomorrow. So they did the raffle ages ago, but the winner took, even though he said on the live, apparently he was couldn't wait to start drifting. He took the cash instead. So there hasn't been an urgency to pick it up, but they're taking it tomorrow finally because I'm back in Australia, because I need more parts off the S15. So yeah, I'm gonna explain everything in the morning. I absolutely wrecked because it's taken like 30 hours to get here and a lot of headaches. And thankfully, I had people help me along the way. Daniel from Sydney has helped me with getting the 26 back to power tune, because I got to Sydney and then apparently you can't Uber parts from the airport anymore. I thought you could, because I used to do it from power tune all the time. I'd Uber shit everywhere. And yeah, get there, no rides available. I'm like, you're kidding me. I've got 3 giant bags I needed to get the power tune. So thankfully he just come back from the snow. So he went to the airport, picked everything. I left it in like a luggage thing. He went and picked it up. He's gonna drop it at power tune. Thank you again, mate. I appreciate it heaps. But yeah, I gotta get this thing running, loaded up onto the trailer, hooked up to the van, ready for the raffle dudes to rock up in the morning and just take off. And I literally only have half an S15 left. That's it. That's all I got left in Australia. Because I'm ripping the freaking engine apart to take it back with me. That's what I'm doing. I'll tell you all in the morning, but I need sleep. We'll be back in a minute. Freaking last time we'll ever see it. I need to make this as short and as sweet as possible. Just as soon as I get here, just leave, go. That's why I'm gonna have it all loaded up, ready to go. I'm not even gonna be able to think about it anymore, just because I need to rip the head off that thing. I'm losing everything. Anyway, I'm gonna load this up. It's the end. It's the end of the Sonny. Hope you guys enjoyed as much of this as I did, because this car has been through hell and back. Anyway, see you, Sonny. I'm gonna miss you. Hey. freaking good egg. These wheels, even they have so much history. Yeah, it's like Band-Aid, just rip the freaking thing off. Alright, that's enough. Let's get out of here. Oh, sayonara. It's actually the first time I can use that word and it means what it actually fucking means. God damn it. Morning, boys.
Morning! We're very excited. I'm very excited. Jake's a bit concerned. We'll let you know if the car makes it back home in one piece.
See you, baby. See you, boys.
Yeah, hey, next time you see us.
I don't want to see you. I don't want no videos. I don't want nothing. Just get the hell out of here.
Love you, brother.
All right, see you, boys.
I'll see you soon.
Thanks again.
No worries.
Oh, I keep forgetting to freaking pick this thing up and vlog, but I'm just under so much freaking time stress that I just need to get this freaking done. So I'm ripping the head off, clearly. Ripped the manifold turbo off, doing the inlet now, and I'm just trying to keep like things in order because I need to take some of this stuff, not all of it, but enough to keep everything in check. But then I also can't go overweight with the luggage, so I just need to get this freaking head off. So I'm doing that right now, and then I've got to try and figure out how I'm going to store all this crap without it getting lost, moved, and yeah, so everything's going to get labelled and just. Anyway, that's what's happening. I'm back in Australia, ripping the freaking head off my poor S15. This thing's got nothing left. Everything's gone in the Sonny. It's got no gearbox. It's got no freaking clutch. It's got like. It's missing so many parts. It's insane. All the NOS has been ripped out of it. Now the head. Oh, the dream. Anyway, back to it. Well, it wouldn't be a continuous stream of bad luck without something else going wrong. See that, Alan? That is Ted. And it's seized in there. So, it had about 4 turns before it locked up. And it's the last bit of the inlet that needs to come off. I don't know what to do. Why? It's a continuous revelation of whys. Why is this happening? Why? Why is so many things telling me to just give up? Everything is just fighting me. I don't understand. I'm not gonna fucking give up. Fuck you. Anyway, I need a breather. I'd love a coffee. Just to think about what I should do next. You're all probably going to comment, do this. But it's in the past, once you guys see it. So this should take me 2 minutes and I should figure out how to do it. But I'm going to sit here for 10 at least. Probably ask for some help from people. I'm getting to the point where I'm so exhausted. I think I'm just going to rip the head and take that with me. I'm just going to rip the head now. Stuff it. I'll come back to it.
A few moments later.
Oh, there you have it. So I got the head off the S15. So this engine, I got the ITB set up as well with the drive-by-wire kit. This Dartone's like special drive-by-wire 6-throttle body kit. So I'm going to take that as well. I really want 12 injectors, so I'm talking to my mate about getting custom inlet done. I don't know if I'll get it done in time, but... So these camshafts are like big dog, like drag spec, because obviously that's what the plan was for this S15, was to make it like 1,400 horsepower. It was going to be ridiculous, because we were going to have a billet block in it. But anyway, that didn't work out. So it's actually my spare Sonny engine. So it's an RB35, CP pistons, big chunky ass rods, and a 26 crank. So this bottom end is brand spanking new. The only problem was we had oil and water mixing because this sucker here. So on the RB25, you see you have a small hole here. On the 26 head, it's a big dog hole. Yeah, long story short, it was leaking in there. So anyway, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do here. Because ideally, I want to get a gearbox of some kind. And now another head. Get this freaking thing running. Because it's going to be such a good car. It'd be so good to get it to Japan. We'll see. We'll see. The more of you guys that thumbs up the video, like, buy some of the merch. I know the merch is... Like, I don't think I've sold anything for a long time. But I don't promote it, and I really need to get new merch. Like, I need new designs. Getting carried away. I'm going to package all this up, try and fit it in my suitcase again, and not get screwed by Qantas. I don't know if I told you guys, but they absolutely jacked me coming from Tokyo to here. Charged me an extra $2,000 because they reckon my extra baggage I bought the day before didn't come through their system. So I've got a customer complaint filed with them now, trying to get that freaking $2,000 back off my credit card. Wankers. But anyway, we're not taking these cams. I've got new cams at Power Tune, which I have to try and get tomorrow on my 2-hour stopover in Sydney, along with a head gasket, because I destroyed the copper head gasket when I pulled the head off the Beamer. So I tried to get another copper one, but I don't even know if they've sent it. They said they have, but I haven't got any tracking. So cheers, saving the day. He's going to give me a Athena gasket, cams, some ARP lube, because you can't get that in Japan. So I can do the head studs properly. And yeah, I'm going to package all this up, make sure that's got oil in it so I don't rust. And yeah, it should be good. It's going to take me ages to pack and try and make it lightweight. Alright, this won't be the end of SA, but it's, well, it might be actually, we'll see. We're back in a minute, guys.
The next day.
You be careful with that RB head, mate. Thank you. Hey, Jesus. Oh, freaking out. Oh my God. Wish me luck, guys. Bloody. So I've made it to Sydney. I've got half a 26 here. Just waiting on Daniel. He's coming with more parts from Power Tune for me. And then I've got to race the international freaking airport in time to make the next flight. So. Well, it's been a couple days back in Japan, same luggage, different things inside. Let's freaking hope they survive. I'm actually going to pull one apart now because it's got the cams in it and I'm worried that they've fucking bent or snapped or something. Oh, but we'll be right, we'll be right. We're in Japan, guys, how freaking good. What a long drive to get back to Neomatsu now. Put a plan together. I've got a lot of work to do, and I've got a lot of people to rely on as well, which sucks because I need to get this head skinned. Oh, this feels so good, guys. So freaking good.
Keep right at Koku Junction towards
back into motherland. You can't see much, but we're back in Japan, and I feel so freaking good about it. It's time to make this freaking all work out now. Had a hell and back trip. Not trip. The trip was actually quite good. Got to see family, but had a hell of a freaking time getting this freaking RBM3 going again. It's time to roll into some good luck. Even though you create it your own, create it yourself. I haven't slept all night. I can't sleep on planes, but let's freaking go. So freaking fun. Well, RBM3, meet your new head. Hope you're excited, because I freaking am. Now we have a massive mission to see if this sucker is going to fit. First, I need to make sure it's all good and survive the trip, so I'm going to show you guys how to pack an RB26 cylinder head in your suitcase. You ready? And that is how you do it. So I ripped one of these from Power Tune. It's a Athena gasket. So these are like a firing setup that dig into your head, because I damaged the copper one, the firing setup that was in it. So yeah, you can kind of see there what it does. Yeah, they're really good. The only problem is it's only 1 mil thick. So, that's going to be interesting. So that's if the new gasket doesn't arrive in time. I obviously ordered one, but the urgency of what I need compared to others is not the same. So it is what it is. It might get here, might not. But long story short, I need this car running in the next couple of days, and I need to get this head skimmed because I used an Athena gasket on the S15 and it digs into the head. So yeah, you need to skim it every time you use one of these gaskets. Don't really want to risk going all this way to have a head gasket issue because I didn't get it skimmed. But you guys understand what happened last time I got it skimmed. Now, I don't know what happened, how it happened, but long story short, pulled the head off, got it skimmed, cam tunnel's bent. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how it happens, but it has. You can't put blame anywhere. I haven't blamed anyone. It's just, yeah, it's an unsolved mystery. Is what it is. Anyway, this is how I packed the head. I used a lot of bubble wrap and styrofoam. Now this stuff you can get from Home Centre in Japan or Bunnings in Australia. It's 50 mil thick. It's not freaking going nowhere. This is just cardboard thickness I put on the ends. And yeah, let's pull it down. I think it's going to be sweet. Like, it didn't move. And nothing's getting through that. So there's a couple of dents in it. So obviously it did its job. But yeah, that's how you pack a cylinder head in a suitcase. And it weighs 28 kilos. So it's 27 kilos going home. Exact same freaking head coming here, 29. So Australian scales, sort your crap out. And Qantas are the worst airline ever to take excess baggage. Don't ever fly Qantas. I'm putting that out there now. Stuff Qantas. They're the worst. Their sister company, Jetstar, extra 40 kilograms of luggage from Tokyo to Australia, $100. No worries. Qantas, $2K. Yeah. Put my customer complaint in. I'll let you guys know how that's going, because I want my freaking $2,000 back. Because I've already paid for the extra baggage the day before, and I can't remember how many hundreds of dollars it was, but it wasn't $2,000. So, okay, let's get this freaking head out on the bench, and let's start mocking it up. Because I'm going to use none of these head gaskets. I'm going to use the old head gasket from the old motor. To dummy fit it, because the camshafts in this head, I'll show you in a second. Voila! The head from the S15 is here in Japan, ready to go on the Beamer. And these are the camshafts that I brought with. So these are obviously the ones that were custom for this head. So when you do a full shimless bucket setup in a cylinder head, it has to be matched to the base circle of the camshaft. So these camshafts are GSC Power Division. GSC Power Division. Big dogs. 7041. So that's like their, I'm going to say like they're more custom ones. So you obviously have to grind out the head to make this lift fit. It's got a big lift. It's like 11.5 mil. A lot bigger than what was in the last head, and we didn't have that much valve clearance. So that's where my problem was. So the plan was, spoke to Chair, I'm like, I'll just get some Kelfords and just get smaller lift. But all the Kelford cams are like 30 mil base circle. So you'd have to get the valves and buckets changed to suit the cams. Mission, absolute mission. So that wasn't going to happen in the short time frame I got. So now, if this doesn't work, my last option is getting the head in Australia fixed by Chia at Powertune and him air freighting it straight to me. Because I believe I gave him the camshafts too. I don't think I left them here. And they were straight when we measured them last week. So this is what I got to do. And just so you know, the styrofoam actually did have some... this one was on top. and it did actually dig in quite a bit. So it protected it so freaking well. This stuff's amazing, guys. So that was obviously on top and it got beaten up, smashed around, and it just, yeah, took all the impact, which is amazing. And the camshafts, they're billet, thank God, because they were in a pretty crap spot in the luggage. So I'm glad they survived. And yeah, so, oh yeah, I've just got the cardboard in the tunnel to stop the buckets from falling out in transport. So that's the only reason that stuff's in there. Sorry, Mum, ripped all the Christmas bloody wrapping off to get those. But yeah, we're good to go. This one's already been drilled out, 1/2-inch head studs. Everything's freaking done. Big ports, all CNC'd. It's got everything. This thing was on the S15. And the S15 had a small little water and oil mixing issue. And I found the problem when I pulled the head off. The VCT feed at the front had a blocked off restrictor in there, but it was coming around the outside of it. I've never seen that before. I'll see if I can chuck a picture in here. Just so you guys are, like, if you ever do put a 26 head on 25, just be cautious of this. So you'll see here, you can see around the outside that the oil was seeping through. I was just turning the dry sump pump by hand and it was coming through. So that was my oil and water leak. Thank God it wasn't the block cracked or anything dumb like that. So it's an easy fix, but just annoying because you got to take the head off, but had to do anyway. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do now, chuck some clay on the pistons, or like just some stuff that we can see how far the valves go down, and then measure it. So it's just like a soft material. It's almost like Play-Doh. You just chuck them on top of the pistons, just do 1 or 2, and then, yeah, obviously put everything back on, head, cams, timing gear, everything. Turn it over by hand a couple of times. Make sure you put oil on the valves so it doesn't stick into the stuff that you've got in there, because if you pull everything off and it's stuck to the valve, you haven't got your clearance and you'll be spewing because you have to do it all again. So yeah, make sure your valves got oil on them, or just put oil on top of the clay or the Play-Doh or whatever you're going to use, just so the valves don't stick. And then I can chuck my verniers on it, like in the, like wherever it's gone to, chuck the verniers in and push all the way down to the piston, and then you'll figure out how many mil clearance you got. That's how I'm doing it anyway. And then as long as I've got 1.5 mil clearance, we're sweet, because I'm allowing, well, Cheer said we can allow like 1.2 mil of growth. So yeah, we're gonna do that tonight. I'm absolutely exhausted because I got back today, and we all know I don't sleep on planes, but I need to check this, because then I've got to rip the head off again to go get it skimmed, hopefully tomorrow morning. So let's get cracking. Let's get straight into this, guys. Let's frickin' go. So there's a couple hours of work. Put it all back together with a second-hand head gasket on it from the other motor. Put the cams in, dialed it all in, done the timing. So all the markers, made them very clear now with white marker. Down the bottom here's the pin. I've punched into it. And yeah, belt's not too tight. It's freaking pretty loose actually. And yeah, I didn't feel, I've done a couple of rotations, didn't feel any resistance or like anything. So I got my clay in there. So now I've got to pull it all down and check the measurement. See how much, or see how close the valves are to the pistons. But like watching it, I don't know. They don't even seem anywhere close to being near them. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll check the measurements in a sec. So let's pull it all out. Mind you, this is a 1.3 mil gasket. We're going to be using a 1.6. But if we have room and the gasket doesn't get here, I can use a 1 mil one. Make sense? Cool. Okay. Time to rip all this back off. Whew, what a freaking couple of days. Into it. Good news. The valve's clear by a long way, which doesn't make any freaking sense to me at all. Maybe the duration of them or something, I don't know. But we got plenty of clearance with the 1.3 mil gasket. I'm very confused, but it's a good thing. I just feel like I might have done something wrong, but I couldn't have. So, well, I could have, but I know I didn't. I timed it all up right. Very confusing, but it's a good thing. It's just got me a little rattled because these have got bigger lift, but the same clearance. So maybe the duration is, yeah. Anyway, it's a good thing. Bloody, the freaking flies here, horse flies, are huge, and they freaking bite you. They normally never bite me because obviously, he also said something like they can sense if you got crap blood. They never bite me, but since I got back from Aussie, they freaking hounded me. So anyway, that's a wrap for today, guys. We've packed everything up, cleaned it, sealed it, and I've got mad missions now to try and figure this out. So I'll probably just spend tomorrow trying to figure out where I can get this skimmed and just clean everything, get everything cleaned up, ready to go again. It's good progress, because as soon as I can get this thing running, get it to the track, Chia's going to do some track tuning just to get it like running, ready to go, make sure we've got no issues, then we go on the dyno, he's going to fly over, so we've got a week left. Alright, that's it for today. See you tomorrow.
現在
現在トップ、もう絶対80点台いってる。
さあ現在トップいただきました。
むちゃくちゃいい。
角度がすごかったですね。
むちゃくちゃいい。むちゃくちゃいい。かっこよい。音もめちゃくちゃかっこいいしね。
なんか上が回ってる感
これ
じの。
エンジン何これ？
これ
RB。
RB ですか？
リズム&ブルース。
え？